What's good, Zodiac Chatline fam? It is Tuesday, March 19th. Dun dun dun! Spring Equinox. We're coming to you live. Cassie's about to hop on with me, and we about to just give you a little something for the fam, you know? Yeah, happy belated. Did I let you in? Look at me. This is
Fam.
technology. Okay, did I was like, did I do it?
We do
Hey,
it all for the fam.
I
Hey.
know. Shout out. Hey, Alex, other Pisces. Happy belated birthday to you, too. What's up, girl? Spring Equinox.
Here we are. Happy
Hallelujah.
spring.
Holla back.
Right?
Holla
It seems
goddess.
it seems like just yesterday we were here talking about the winter solstice, but that was actually
I
2
mean,
months ago.
really? Because it felt like, I mean, I don't know where time goes because that's just anyway. So yeah, y'all, spring equinox. And it is happening this evening at 11:06 p.m. specifically. I know I'm the nerd, I'll say it. But we decided to hop on today to give you a little, some we like to shake it up. We've actually probably seen our faces probably a lot more recently than you have since before. We
You're
just finished our
welcome.
Aries. Hello. We just finished our Aries season show this past Sunday, so it is in our link in the bio on YouTube. Check it out. So Cassie, let's talk about the spring equinox and how amazing this particular day and time of year is.
Sure. So the spring equinox is one of 2 times in the year where we have equal parts day and night. The other is the autumnal equinox in the fall. But this is the start of the astrological new year. This begins Aries season. It's when we get things off the ground and running. It's the start of spring, and it's a great time of year to do some spring cleaning, to get going with some new projects, though this year, we might experience a hiccup or two. But generally speaking, it's associated with fertility, with growth, with trying to attract more abundance into your life, and dream big and plan for your summer and fall harvests. So
I would
um
definitely say when you were talking about like projects, maybe look at those projects from like last Christmas till now and start newly with them. Maybe not start something new because Aries season, as Aries know, is full of fuckery and it wouldn't be an Aries season without some little spicy fire. So, as we told you before, take your time this Aries season.
Yeah, this is a weird one because we're experiencing eclipses this year in Aries season, which is not always the case, but eclipses tend to bring things abruptly into our life, but also take things abruptly away from us. So we tend to think that eclipse season is a good time to lay low, and that is running contrary to our urge in spring and in Aries season to like get fired up and get amped up. But don't let that energy go to waste. As Tanae said, revisit stuff that you've maybe already been planting seeds on, and really any the the 4 points of the year that are the most important for witchy people are the equinoxes and the solstices. So really at each of those times of year, it's a good idea to check in on, okay, where am I since, the last one I experienced, which our last one was the winter solstice. So, but again, given that we have this eclipse energy, and Mercury it just entered its shadow retrograde period yesterday too, so we're dealing with that. It's going to go retrograde between the two eclipses. It's especially important to like take everything with a grain of salt, take stuff slowly. Don't expect big results right now. Like those returns are going to come later in the year. But we can still, with our Aries energy that we've got, work diligently on stuff that we've already had in process process. And I think, I always find Mercury retrograde periods, I actually do accomplish a lot on those older things. It's just that I'm not bringing new stuff
Yeah.
in at that point.
Yeah. And I think, I don't know if you guys have watched, there's been a lot of talk before when everybody was like, man, January was trash. I'm going to start good in February. And everybody kept saying like, oh, I'm going to start good. And honestly, whatever things you did for your new year, this is my new year. Okay. This is me and Cassie's new year. Like, we pick words for our like year that, which doesn't really, necessarily have us narrow it down to like specific intentions. It kind of just gives us an energy to look forward to throughout the year. But this time of with the spring equinox is such a fresh time. Where I live, there is a lot of pollen, but it'll eventually wash away. But uh, I am noticing all of the things that are ready to bloom. And you think about how everybody's coming out of hibernation now. People are outside.
Mm-hmm.
Still be careful on that, okay? But I highly recommend it now for your spring equinox. Intentions, if you do want to set them, use your astrological chart. And Cassie and I are a huge fan of paying attention to your rising sign and looking at where Aries is in your actual chart, and then also reflect on what your sun sign is, moon sign, all of those things. Reflect on your big three and where they are and how they relate to Aries, and make intentions around that, which is a little bit closer to you and not so far away and like trying to be like, oh, I want to do this and this and this. I encourage you to use that like last bit of Pisces energy we had yesterday to dream big, and use the spark of Aries energy. But as Cassie said, tread with caution. There's even, I feel like we're all going to be just excited and like pumped up for this Aries energy. And I just don't want y'all to get some rude awakening and disappointments. You're like, oh, I'm gonna go for it. Like, I feel like if you feel something and you feel the passion, you want to do it, hold off, write it down, really see and like sit with it. And it's not necessarily a time that you don't have to initiate, but initiate the planning stages of it. Initiate like maybe the people that might need to help you with it. Like, initiate little things before you actually launch it.
In to adopt a film and TV thing, we call it the pre-production phase. That's putting together all the pieces and
Mm-hmm.
thinking about all the different extenuating circumstances. Get your backup to your backup, like start looking at that kind of. And then the later spring Taurus and Gemini season, you may find it easier and
Mm-hmm.
more flowing to actually
Yeah.
kind of get things accomplished. And, you know, eclipse season is a good time. And, the spring equinox is you can treat it like another new year. As Tanae said, this is our new year. And and if you felt like things weren't so great for your new year, give yourself a chance to have a clean slate again. And like, it's a great time of year, and again, all of four of those points that we talked about earlier are good times of year to like smudge your house. If you have a
Mm-hmm.
bundle of lavender or mugwort or whatever you're using that's not a closed practice herb, like get cleanse your house. You can do, I read a nice ritual, like a simple like sweeping towards your door, and do it with intention. Just in your head, you're sweeping out old energy, stagnant energy, and you're inviting in abundant growth and happy energy into your house. And redecorate your altar. I always like to use these points of the year to clean around my altar space, make sure nothing's dusty, refresh the gifts on my ancestral altar, all those kind of things. And that just sets the tone for like, okay, excuse me, my body likes to push out old gunk at the spring equinox. It sets you
That's
up
her.
to
That's her body telling her she got to cleanse.
that's right. Really, really. Sets you up to have a nice clean slate and to sort of start off this season feeling already like I can do things,
Mm-hmm.
like have a little bit of that energy. And sometimes, especially, you know, that's a tip for like people who are struggling with their mental health and stuff, is to like set small goals. And like that can be some, you know, that could be
Yeah.
something like that, right? Just let me dust my windowsills or whatever it is, you
Yeah.
know, something small, but like all of that is useful this time of
Yeah.
year to help clear your brain space for the season.
Especially with, like you said, like, you know, people that do suffer with maybe seasonal depression, you know, it's like been inside a lot, it's been dark, you know, take just a lap around your block or something like that. Very just simply like just go, I mean, allergies permitting, just make sure, you know, you take just a moment to like look at the fresh air. I mean, a lot of everything's kind of turning back. We're getting new blooms, new blossoms. It's not as you know, bare as the winter months has shown us. And while the planet is burning and we have had a very interesting influx of temperatures that have ranged that are abnormal for where Cassie lives sometimes to, you know, where I live, like just take the time to enjoy a little bit of nature, touch a flower, just put your hand in some grass. And as Cassie said earlier, I think Taurus season is a great season to really start to launch because Taurus is grounded earth energy and focuses on manifestation. And that's a really good time for material gain. And so once you're doing that planning, we'll have all of those, that Mercury retrograde out of the way. Taurus season might feel, it'll be even more spring. It'll be like it's the mid spring. It's really like sustaining spring. And so that's the time to really like get out and do that. But I would say listen, I am so happy that the sun, now I'm not a big, I dealt with the time change because that's just what we have to do. Shout out to Arizona who says fuck you, we're not doing it. But for the rest of us, I do appreciate having more light in the evening time, and you know, just getting used to that. So use the spring equinox to your best ability, however it makes you feel good, however it makes you feel better. Cassie, what do you do to celebrate the spring equinox?
So I'll smudge my house. I will do some cleaning and refresh my altar. You know, there, even here in Michigan, there are some wildflower, you know, those little purple flowers that come up in the grass and stuff. I might grab some of those from my yard and put those on my altar and maybe invoke a nice fertility springtime goddess to, you know, uh just say a prayer to at my altar. And you know, I have actually weirdly, I say weirdly because I just have had writer's block for like 3 years, but I've been feeling very inspired to write lately. So I'm going to do some more of that. And I've been doing that lately. So yeah, that's kind of what I plan to do. What about you?
Hold on, let's answer Carrie's question. What is the rising sign for Aries this time of year? Are you, Carrie, are you an Aries sun? Wait, I know this Carrie, don't I?
Oh, this is it Carrie Doll?
Yeah.
For some reason I can't see. Yeah, Carrie was on our show. So your rising sign is dependent on your birth chart. And I don't remember
I,
what your rising sign
I
was,
don't
but I
remember either.
know that we had you on the
And she's
show.
an
Carrie's
Aries
married to a Capricorn,
sun, though, right?
Aries
Okay.
sun.
I
I'll
don't think her rising was Aries.
I don't think so either. I'll send it to you, Carrie, and
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah.
talk about
We
what
will
house
note that.
Aries is in
Um,
your chart.
um, so I would say I like a lot of what you said. I have kind of I get kind of caught up in my head. Shocker. Um, on air side. Oh, I know. And
An
sometimes
Aquarius with an Aries moon? What? What?
girl, they better pray for whoever. Okay, so I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Y'all, I'm sweet most of the times. I really this year want to focus on my planting and gardening stuff.
Hmm.
I really want to be a great gardener. Like I really want to have a good green
Oh,
thumb.
yeah.
And I am pretty good with stuff that does that is good with neglect, which is like so sad because I want to nurture. But I know I'm good with snake plants. I'm good with aloes. I'm good with ivies. I'm good with pot. All of those, they love me. I am trying to grow an avocado tree. It is making good progress, so I do feel good about that. I'm not, herbs just don't like me. So I think I'm just really trying to, I'll probably just go and buy more plants because that's my therapy.
Love
And
it.
try again. But that's what I really want to do. I do also want to start to like kind of see what I want to accomplish by the summer solstice and maybe set just minor goals for that and give it a little bit broader, not be so narrow. And Aries is right at the top of my chart and it's my moon. So it's, I probably should focus on some career goals and things like that. So, you know, I think I'm just gonna do some good spring cleaning that I've been needing to do. There's a closet that has been calling my name. Um, and just kind of refresh. I think I want to wash the front door, maybe, you know, like
Oh, yeah.
really get some really good cleansing energy. And you know, do a little something, something with my altar. Probably go buy another tarot deck because that's what tonight does.
I love it.
Um,
More
you know,
therapy.
yeah.
I
Listen,
can't believe I didn't allude to planting. Of course, this is an excellent time of year to be tending to your garden. Wherever you are in the United States will dictate what you may have to be doing.
mm-hmm.
Where we are in the moon phase right now, it's a pretty good time to be starting seeds. Usually,
Oh
like the
yeah.
new moon, and then the full moon is good for like transplanting. So if you have started some seeds and they're starting to get a little wild in their little starter pot, maybe move them on over. Um, and yeah, just going outside and appreciating the stuff that's starting to sprout out of the ground is
Mm-hmm.
so nice and helpful. But that's great. That's good.
Yeah.
I love
You know,
all that.
you
Mhm.
know. So I think that's really all we
Yeah,
really wanted to
we just
say.
want to check in, guys.
And as always, we cannot leave you without leaving you with some sort of inspiration. So I'm going to bring out a deck that I've never used before. Never used.
Ooh,
I know.
not once, not never.
No, not never. I actually haven't worked with it myself
Wow.
too often, so we all gonna learn together.
Okay.
But I think I initially like got this deck, and it wasn't when I got it and I looked at it, I was like, I'm not really.
Mm.
But I think this is highly appropriate for this time of year. And it is the Green Witch Oracle deck.
Oh,
I
okay.
know. It is says Discover the Real Secrets of Botanical Magic by Sherilyn Darcy. And I actually loved what they wrote about this person. They said Sherilyn Darcy is an environmental artist, flower therapist, and teacher who has had a lifelong connection with the spiritual and healing properties of plants.
Yes.
I know, I know.
Dream bio, to be honest.
I know.
That's incredible.
So, guys, this is the back.
Ooh.
It looks very similar to our other favorite deck, which was actually the one I was going to choose until I was like, I'm inspired.
Yeah.
And then just so you can see, there it's
Ooh.
either flowers or fruits or vegetable. Is it? Oh, my girl, it's upside down. Flowers or fruits or vegetables that are in this deck. And each one has a
Interesting.
word. They do also represent certain zodiac signs. I think there wasn't a lot of Aquarius energy in here, so I felt some kind of way. But they are. Listen, a girl gonna be honest on this show because I don't give a fuck. I'm just playing. Okay, but they're broken into the earth is vegetables, fire is herbs, water is fruits, duh, and air is flowers. What up, cuz?
Oh.
Y'all, my cousin just joined. She was the one on our show on Sunday, and you have to go watch it
Oh.
because she is all
Yes, it
kinds
was
of
so good. We had
hilarity.
so much fun talking.
Aries,
Ms.
Aries, Aries, Aries for life, Aries for life. All right, Cassie, I'm shuffling. You let me know.
Okay. I feel the good vibes. Go. Ooh. Oh, that's Such a
It
nice spring
is.
plant.
And it's Taurus energy. Look at
Oh,
that. All right, so we have
nice.
Hope, which is the daffodil. Um, it has the technical name. I think it says narcissus, pseudo narcissus as the words. I will zoom in so you can
Okay.
see that. Yeah. And it is number 38, which again reduces to 11. Here we go again.
Yes.
That's you, girl. That's your magic. Okay. Let's see what we got. Oh, okay. Daffodil. Garden as Though You Will Live Forever by Thomas More. The oracle meaning: daffodils indicate a reprieve for those who need it. I swear to God, we are so good at this. And a time to renew faith, not only in life, but in those around you. Daffodils will lift optimism and help boost endurance while encouraging you to keep going. This is also a period of personal growth and spiritual awakenings, and answers can be found within aspects of these. Listen to your inner voice, but do not become overwhelmed with negative self-talk. The cultivation. Although they don't do well in the tropics or very hot places, in other zones, daffodil bulbs can be planted in autumn, and flowers can be expected to appear in spring. Ensure regular liquid feeding, a rich, friable soil, and full sun, although they will tolerate semi-shade, especially in warm areas. They can be grown in containers, provided they have bright natural light. Cut flowers have a vase. Oh my goodness. Cut flowers have a vase life of 4 to 6 days. Okay. The magical correspondences: uses: new beginnings, self-esteem, luck, fertility, friendship. The deities are Persephone's, Hades, and the Fates. The celestial is Pluto, and the astrological sign is Taurus. And the hope spell is the 7-day shower. This 7-day shower spell will renew your hope when you are challenged. Arrange 7 daffodils in a yellow or orange vase and place it in your bathroom. Each time you shower or bathe, fill the cup of one flower and pour it over your head. Take the flower and lay it in the garden in the sunshine. Repeat for 7 days.
Okay.
I know. Listen, you never know what the card's gonna say, but we love it. We like to hear it because Cassie be like, and here it is. Magic, magic. She's
It's
magic.
it's the combination. It's not just
I know it
me.
is.
It
We
can't
learned
be.
that in Savannah. It was a combination because that was like, girl, you see, we did, yeah. Y'all don't know. That's why me and Cassie aren't in the same state because the world, they not ready for this. Too much. Too much. But we'll probably be connecting soon. I'll probably be heading up to Detroit. But anyways, guys, we hope you enjoyed our little spring equinox pop in for you guys, because we love you so much and we appreciate all the times you support us. And make sure that you guys find something to do for the spring equinox. Next Tuesday, I think, or what's the 25th is going to be the full moon in Libra, and it will be an eclipse. So hold your emotions, hold yourself. And then on the 8th of April, we will have the new moon solar eclipse in Aries. Mind your temper. And Mercury will be retrograde at that time because it does go April 1st through the 25th. So with that said, y'all, just, find some peace in your heart and look at a daffodil and find some hope.
Some hope. Yeah.
Yeah,
Some hope.
because we gotta have it right now.
We
Y'all
do.
know the times we living in, we need some hope. Okay, so
We do.
let's find it. Cassie girl, I love you. I will holler at you next time. It's all love, y'all. We out of here.
Peace.